Welcome, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Justice for all day, 3 here in jail. Sorry about no gas yesterday. I just wasn't feeling up for it. And by the time I got really done with everything, it was too late to get started. So here we go. As we start day 1 of the trial of case 2. Maya has been accused of murder of a doctor who went to her to try to get a confession out of a former nurse who had died in a car crash the year before. But the doctor is now dead. Yeah. So that is where we are now. Trial date 1. Let's see how far we get today. June 21st, 9:48 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. What? Prosecutor found karma, you mean? No, I heard it's a successor this time. Successor? Manford found karma is really a sister man. He put all sorts of nasty tricks, also he can win. He's a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. He knew who knows what sorts of tricks he used to get to each of those guilty verdicts. Now as assessed, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Looks like Maya. Pearly. You shut up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother to come? I was watching over the trainees. Said they would have 2 days straight training, 2 straight days with no breaks. Then you came all by yourself? Yeah, this kid's never been out of the village. She came all by herself. I stuck out of the banner and followed the map. Tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. She ran all the way here. Oh my god. The implications of that. Kid. I hate to see your feet. Right now. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a training? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared when Von Karma tries to do something to me. At least I know Mr. Edgeworth's really nicer than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rifle. It's also a friend. Jackson. I still remember I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorching fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when your rivals for life? Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot that you don't know. He's gone. He's not coming back. What? Wait a sec. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go now. Now's not the time to talk. Nick. June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court number 2. Court is now in session for... What? The prosecutor and defense prepared. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Yes, Your Honor. Why do you always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix, right? And alright. Yes, Mr. Phoenix. No, okay, Phoenix, right? Huh? You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on a sec. Hold on. She's the famed successor to Prosecutor von Karma? I'm Francesca von Karma, the prodigy. Let's see. I gave up the promise to career in Germany and came to this court for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about our father, Manfred von Karma? It's something of a personal nature. I'm sure you can. Ow! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth not like a normal person. I'm begging you. Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of the von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. Defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well, very well, the defense position. Your Honor, is what they're pleading not guilty? Yes. Foolish dreams are foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I gave the defense 10 minutes before it changes the pleas. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? Well, Karma knows something we don't know, doesn't she? Reserved for when a person intentionally kills in defense of themselves. At least they make a solid case that it was self-defense, but it stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Please justify self-defense and say you did kill someone. How foolish. That's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix, right? I shall now call the first witness. This scares a father like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to quite the details of the murder. Yeah, yes, sir. If everyone would please look at the map. This map. Telling Tim has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, the victim and defendant were in the room. What are they doing in there? What are they doing there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? It's quite the look of a disbelief, Your Honor. I say this and I thought about this. Are we the only one who knows when Maya changes? Look. Like, all of a sudden, like nobody noticed that, like, in the last game. And the judge was here for those cases. Anyway, a few minutes after the challenge started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke down the door and rushed into the room. That's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? Incorrect. I believe this is one of the most open shut cases that I ever presided over. Diagram of the telling chamber, the court records. How was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. Cause of death. Cause of death was a pistol shot to the head for it, sir. Shot was fired from point blank range. When the victim was shot, you were stabbed in the chest. It was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish off the victim, finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before shot. This is the victim's autopsy. The victim's not. The victim's autopsy report, sir. And the court record. Court accepted and the evidence was alright. You may question the witness. Ah, there we go. Oops. Wait, blank. So about how far away is it? It's anywhere between 12 and 20 inches. Hey, how do you know you was shot point blank? Tis, Mr. Phoenix Wright. We're tired of this foolish foolery and foolish fools at this foolish contrary. Excuse me? The gunpowder burn. Powder burn. Something is shot from point blank, a burner has left the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. There was definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. I never knew that. I'll have to learn, I guess. Or protector gunshot. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim. Now, why would he have? Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point you were missing it is the fingerprints on the pistol. Alright, pay attention to that. Then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Along with the victims. The defendant's Maya phase was also on the grip. Sir. Yeah, boy. What the frick is going on Twitch? Dude, Twitch is having issues at the moment. There we go. The defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Walked right into her hand there. Stabbed. What was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. Let's see whose knife was it. Looks like it belonged to the face there. Because Maya's fingerprints are all over it. Alright. All over it? Huh? This does not look good. What do you do now, Mr. Phoenix, right? How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more than right, it would have been the victim's heart. It's possible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya stabbed him with the intent to kill. You sure he was stabbed then? First in shot? Yep, as sure as can be. But the ones you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other fools. Put a shot to the floor as a paint blank, certainly enough to kill instantly. A man in which was first? Think a little more before you open your mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Girl, what a pain. It's enough. Well, if that was how the victim was murdered. But 2 more roofs on me today. Well then, the car steps everything Evans. Shots were fired, bears Maya's Grace's fingerprints. There's the end of it. That's June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Grace have heard 2 gunshots this time. And 2 murder weapons, but with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? Does it seem like an open shut case? Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. Somebody just now isn't oversimplifying things to extreme. Your Honor, I'm afraid to slam the little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left to doubt, is there? It's quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes. So do you still wish to plead not guilty? Opinion of the court, if you do not justify your plea, you stand to lose. Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. We change your plea in less than 10 minutes. We do, Mr. Phoenix. The change is justified self-defense because now would be the time to sell. Final chance. Choose decision. Thoroughly. If you plead justified self-defense, you'd basically be confessing the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined. She'd be able to murder. Not really. Let that happen. Your Honor? Murder is not the same as self-defense, Phoenix. It's... Reach the conclusion, Mr. Wright. Defense will not change its plea. Except nothing short of acquittal. Yikes. You've sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective, yes, sir? The final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. See here, proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective. Give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear any other piece of incriminating evidence. Alright, pal, there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. Because the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. See, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without that, was not fighting back. This is the costume. Certainly is the evidence of black spray of blood on this. This piece of evidence directly links Maya and Faye to the crime, sir. The court steps in this in the evidence. Costume is right. Maya's fingerprints on both the murder weapon and the blood splatters on our clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Oh, what's wrong? It seems to be a loss. I think that's the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. At least to call me by my full name is disturbing. I say so in the testimony earlier. You're kind of scary there, you know, pal. Come on, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when she was arrested. Why is she wearing a Talon costume today, too? I don't want to wear anything else? This blood in the costume. The results show that it is the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defense clothes. Definitely not good. So where's this other clues that you could glean from this piece of evidence? Let's change the topic, then the detective must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Yes, Mr. Vakama is perfectly correct. Not even the judge is on our side. Well, point I could chew her, which I do. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? Must be a reason as to why she would suddenly throw the objection out like that. There's something about this costume. I just have to look at her. I see it. It's alright. Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way to poke a hole in it. Let's look up about the costume. Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where's the problem you're talking about? Come this far, there's no turning back. Ask the court to please take a look at the sleeve of the costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me about that. Oh, this smells of gunpowder. Found the hole I was looking for. The only logical conclusion that you could make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order. The grave matter. Best way to correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. Guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That title doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with testimony. This now was a fluke, nothing more. You sound like this. This is a huge oversight. It's a mistake on the part of the police. Although Prosecutor Von Karma has said the truth, the evidence still stands. Find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then. No way! Victor Gumshoe, please continue your testimony. Yes, sir. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't fighting? Wasn't. If I know that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. No matter I have a fight with the victim or not, depending on this, the circumstances around this murder case change drastically. We're in trouble now. Like something to prove that the victim did fight back. Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict testimony alone. Final correct condition. This is only it. The evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. That's not the evidence in the statement just now related. Are they? No. Alright, please think. Detective Gumshoe. Yes. Hey, he's having you called by my full name is kind of weird feeling. He said that my client is killed a person that, without doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. What my ass is the bullhole your police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. Victim had fired off a shot. Is that what it means not to fight back? Yeah, you're right. Oh, it seems you're right. Correct. I tried to shoot the defendant and it would change everything. Right, the wind seems to be shifting. What was that? Are you fish yet laughing? You fish yet, Mr. Wright. That's alright, that's alright. My camera? My affair is shot at by the victim. However, that is only the grounds enough to support justified self-defense plea. That's correct. I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pled not guilty. Ack. Oh, that's right. Which means, I just have to prove anything at all. No. That's true. Furthermore, the fact that there's a bullhole in the costume doesn't stand to even a plea of justified self-defense. Just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired, and of course, you mean by myself? I want to put together a scenario by myself. Yes, sir, right away, sir. Transpired. Challenging the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. We used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. The two were fighting. The victim took out his gun, took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it. Yeah, but Maya never had any reason to kill him. There you go. Put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Almost alright. I'm sure if it does seem to make sense. Or I won't give up that easily. Again, now we're down the there's Maya, not Spirit. Now we know Spirit has a reason to, but not Maya, so. Sorry, man. Just waiting for glaring. Now then, cross-examination, please. There's a quite difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And the body strength, then it seems like unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Not you mentioned, yeah, I guess. Think you get away with such flimsy reasoning? Mr. Phoenix Ray? My Faye was in the middle of a challenge, was she not? When during channeling technique, Mia physically changes. What's the nurse build? The defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She actually studied up on the channeling technique. Said before, I am perfect. About what were you talking about? Do I get it? Never mind. Now let's continue with the testimony. So he stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. What hurt would you say he was? Actually, I wanted to give the blood the other day, and afterwards I felt a little lighter and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ack! Sorry. Where in the world did the pistol come from? It looks like the victim, not Gray, has specifically brought it for the day. With a handgun? Got the black black market 2 days before the murder. What's that great big gun? So you taking precautions against something? Thinks you took a shot, but because they were too close, so you missed. Saying that the bullet hole in the costume was made then. Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. 2 of them were fired when a shot was fired. I am hurt. And you weren't hurt. I've fired a gun before in life. Already taken on the safety of the safety off even in the amateur, like you could fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me, I wonder. Now, do you understand? I find Karma's logic is perfect. This certainly makes it look very bad. There's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. Karma's gonna be cover the truth, I feel. I mean, we did it. This thing is trying to hold on this costume. What the prosecution's undoing? Yeah, what do you mean, pal? So let's actually create a who you told in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. The 2 of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. There are 2 then where is the gunpowder burn in the costume? Gunpowder burn? That's what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh, but there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn in the costume. This is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they're standing apart from each other. But shit, I'm disappointed in Mr. Phoenix, right? You could punch a hole in my logic with that. What do wishy-washy thinking like that? I ain't gonna explain anything away. Your point is disproved my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. It was then when they were separated, they fired. How was that? That wasn't even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. Would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. Damning him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. While she was prepared to strike again, the doctor took his shot. Yes, this just says I even you. It does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Contrary, I think. Something doesn't make sense. The flame fall in our argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Well, yow. Interesting. I would love to see where the floor is. Something that contradicts my explanation. Best thing out of this place is somewhere. Put some distance between them down before thing to make the final blow. When she was about to strike, the doctor took a shot. A piece of evidence that contradicts the line of thinking. The piece of evidence destroys your logic. What was that? Folding screen? Point the court attention to the hole in the folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Oh, where? What? That's alright. Explanation, please. It's really that clueless? Well, went to the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. Pat threw at the height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means shot was fired by, the defendant. Was not carrying a strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order. It changes everything. Look at the diagram of the crime scene, Your Honor. The victim Gray was here when the shot was fired. The bullet hit the folding screen. It at the location about 8 inches off the ground. The defendant was in this area. Standing here near the folding screen. Wait a sec. You know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can the gauge the distance from there? Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? Impossible. Why? If all people should know the answer to that question, Mr. Von Gomer. If she was shot from close to the wound would be present. However, there's nothing in the sorts around the bullet hole of this costume. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix, right? You. There's now proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. Do you think? Honestly, it changes everything. Prosecutors claim the defendant was aiming to kill the kill by stabbing. Richard delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at that time? Running all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. My affair was a real murderer. Why should we buy the folding screen instead of preparing the strike? Upon further consideration, it does make a little sense. Yeah, I figured that had to be the reason. Figuring things out, proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof! Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the... Blast radius of disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right? I think you've been able to completely hopelessly case this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all things that inherit, why did it have to be a smiley smile? Hello. Detective. Dude, damn, it's my perfect logic. This is all my fault. Start repairing a standing by removing the 3-stand goatee. Oh, the rest assured, your punishment will come later. Nani? Punishment? Hold on, Your Honor. I think I've had all the I can take it to the detective's face. Time to call in the next witness. This has got to be a lot of. Well, we'll take a 5-minute recess. We'll hear from the witness. We'll hear from the witness. To be continued. Saving, don't turn off the system, yes. Character safe, so I didn't even know it. Like, oh. Thanks, game. June 21st, 11:30 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Phew, that was a close one. How are you giving your all to defend me? I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. Listen carefully and made theories tricked everyone into believing you. Wait, tricked? That's the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of heart. I guess there's no escaping. Her. Remember, Nick, you promised you saved me. If you lose, my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Talking about Mystic Maya? Yeah, do you remember, Pearly? She was a super good lawyer. She's also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. District Court number 2, 11:22 p.m. That'd be really weird. Court will now reconvene now for the first order of owl. I don't want to hear it, old man. I thought call my witness. Sit there quietly and watch the good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer witness the telling. Except she didn't really witness it, she witnessed the aftermath. What's your name and the occupation, please? Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this, didn't have a choice. You know? Yowzers. Name and occupation. I declare witness to our nation. This is probably seems my fair self. That's fine. That's fine, ain't it? Fine, it's a whip. You for foolishness, trust these from a foolish fool. Hurry up and testify what happened on the day of tomorrow. I haven't gotten to say my name and job yet. Name's a lot of heart. Brando and the photographer want me to testify. Well, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Right. Only Doc and the fan that went into the talent chamber, right outside the door, and then bang, we heard his gunshot. Went in there, broke down the door, and rushed into the room. That was the dead victim, the defendant waving a pistol around. That's right, then those other two there. There's no one else in the room. Breaking the scene right after the murder took place. Reckon, of course. Excuse me. Reckon, of course. Short for yeah, reckon. Of course. Doesn't look like I care. Hurry up and show you a picture of the court. Which should well be in the picture. Let's see here. This is a picture. So it seemed that only the defendant and the victim were in the room. Picture taken at the crime scene. Alright, Mr. Phoenix, right? I clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. What does the count? So really only those two went we went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Eric! Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Myron, the only two were there that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testify against his own client. The only folks that went into the tallying chamber. Maybe a year? You knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? And let's continue. Beside the door in the bang, we heard his guns. Oh, I didn't mean. And a freaking person. So let me get this straight. This was the lawyer that broke the door down. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why don't you tell us what happened then? Oh, yes, Mr. Montgomery broke down the door. Sorry. Just felt like I'm only going to be listened. I was apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Really, it's something I would have liked to see. Just smile really openly. I'd like to get a good sign. And what did you do once you broke in? Really, a gunshot? Are you insane? He was hurt as well. Eric, would you testify to court, Mr. Phoenix, right? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. Are you listening to? Why? Yeah, are we here listening to the defense testify? The world becomes just a little crueler. It's all time. So, I can sound a long time ago. I tell you, that was the gunshot I heard. And this is where the story heats up. You sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. That seems awfully confident in testimony. A lot of please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? What you said when you broke into the room? I was murdered. Click. Why at a time like this? Sounds like the perfect to have an upset. But anyway, this gal, is she really Maya? You saw the murderer at the time. Couldn't even tell if it was Maya or not, am I correct? Well, you see, oh, no, sorry, are you here to present accurate testimony? Oh, yes, sir, sorry. Good to shift things back to my side. The defense lawyer, defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right? Huh? And let's stick back to when those two entered the tailing chamber. Wait, entered the... One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? That's right. spy that went in. Hmm. It's like we came to the collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly my FA. Exactly. Alright, I'm trapped like one again. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure I am. Sure I am, though, but the elder chased it out of the room, so. Oh, the witch. Does she mean Morgan Fay? Oh, so there, you know it. Telling chamber is very dark, almost pitch black. You know what else in there? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check by there? Rickgiven! What in Rickgiven, you know, you reckon that's a given? Let me glance around the room once. There ain't no way hanging around behind that folding screen. What? You got a problem? Rickgiven, I mean, I am having a little difficulty understanding you. Stop saying things as Rickgiven. Now then, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Do you have a problem with the testimony, or don't you? Said there's nothing wrong with testimony. Yeah, she's telling the truth. Ralph, is that there's no issues with our testimony. Prior to crime, there are only two people in talent chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Miss Maya Fay. Face of the defendant cannot be verified in the picture. If I think about circumstances with the defendant, what am I gonna do? If I just let this go, what's lucky I have something to say. Like one wrong move, I'm gonna have to just against these. Anything I can present. Oh, it's alright. Nothing, Your Honor. Very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix, right? Really should have given up trying to prove this is not Maya Fay. I didn't say anything about giving up. Don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is that all I could do? Drive it to the court to find that not guilty is not possible. I told you. 100% impossible. Carver, do you have any further questions for the witness? It sounds the defendant's guilt. Further questioning would be needed. Defense, no further questions presumed. Can protect my defense. The defense. Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. Or someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia. Nani? It's a span of time, when they say. You put pearls? It's a bit small. Hey, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. My house is already taken away every advance. France is still in your hands. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the talent chamber. Remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray. Click. was murdered. What? Oh, at a time like this, that's a person happens. Sorry. See, there's one final piece of the puzzle. Maya? Question a lot on one of my time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it constantly or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. I'd like to end the cross-examination. Please wait, Your Honor. Witness one more time. Ruled. Freddy, too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination is already ended. More A-related. It's fine, I'll allow another testimony. If our karma case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. What better time than is this for you to see that? And I have some place I must go after this. Alright. I'll allow it. I'm sorry. Hurry, give us another testimony. Oh heck, what am I supposed to talk about? What happened when you burst in the channeling chamber? You got it. You see, you got through the judge somehow. Huh? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Broken in the room, all I could say is, focus on mine. Got scared of the bodies. I didn't take a look at it. It's really bad when it comes to blood and ghost stuff. So I have to point the camera at mine and take a shot. Sounds different than from before. Something was very vague. Press on those sections. Struggle all you like. It's the taste of bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless question, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm waiting. So what she look like? You know what she look like? Almost like a different person. Different person? She seemed like a different person ever. She's still Maya Fey. Already made the point abundantly clear. Is that true? Well, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? I was kind of scared of the body, so I didn't get a good look at it. Oops. Yeah. And perhaps the body was not Dr. Gray's. Oh. Well, I reckon that possible. The body who was inside the room was not Dr. Gray. Whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Ray? Oh, what if it was my fate after telling, or maybe foolish, spouting foolishness. I expect of such a foolish fool such as you. Okay, so I mean, my Faye is in fact dead. Make a defendant's chair quite a lovely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya. Y'all done here. Can I continue? Even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer? That's all I'm getting out of the real business. Just gotta get the dirt and the stars to be a tabloid photographer now on. Go to jobs faster than a baby through diapers. The fee's right. I'm gonna kill you to stay on the topic for a change. What it, Miss Wright? Nice tag team with Stereo. I guess I should be grateful. 5.1. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. Well, only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's the other picture you were holding? No, I got all wrong, and it's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. Now, I know. Could be a little mean, but I ain't evil. At least she knows herself. Why have you not shown the other picture to the court yet? Well, in obvious, the prosecutor woman told me to shut up trap about it. What? Find karma? You were holding evidence. Find karma, you're hiding out Google evidence. Unforgivable, find karma. Expressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. The defense asked the prosecutor if karma be held in contempt of court. Well, you... me in contempt of court? You can't be serious. Get evidence out from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Fakes, are you a lawyer? It's a gold child. So, okay, let's make a composure. Carver's can't explain yourself to the court. I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. Did you think that? You're more or less the same as. So why bother with the second? I mean, it's just more trouble than it's worth for to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? You want to see it that badly? I'll submit it. What is this? What is this picture? It's obviously the second the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. A little off-centered, but that's what you get when a nervous amateur. And I got important picture like point here is the person in the picture. That's most definitely not my FA. What's the meaning of this? The break I was looking for. I should insist that the person in the picture is not my FA. Your Honor, plainly see the person in the picture is not my FA. As I see that, that's just a facial bias taking a different appearance. It's only one conclusion that you could be drawn then. Somehow the person stuck in and traded places to defend it. Order. Oh yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Roy. So what's inside the chamber was not my FA. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Soften out. Margaret Strawberry desserts Phoenix. Take a look at the prosecutor on Carmen's face. She's smiling. You better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right? Fun Carmen, what do you mean by that? And I would like for you to take a look at this picture. Taken yesterday at the detention center in a visitor's room. This is Mr. Phoenix, right? Defendant Maya Fey during a visit. Maya Fey, a totally different person. She looks this way because she's out in the middle of a tailing a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can. Yes, it is the truth. Maya Fey is the station physically changed to the person's channeling. Karma is, what if I may? Mia, take a picture of someone during a private visit is illegal. Sure, you must know that the picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I didn't intend to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? The moment I showed this picture to the court, the case became all mine. All this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It's like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this. I still cannot believe it. You're saying this person is defendant, Maya Fey? Give up the trial in. If I slip up and say something wrong, cost me. Your Honor, the fire has returned to your eyes to see. Picture. Within the picture lies a contradiction to all the steps up till now. It doesn't have a bullet hole. Contradiction? So you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? And there you keep. What you point out? Direct your attention here to the sleeve, but there isn't anything odd about it. Exactly. Exactly what's so odd. Something that should be here is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There's a bullet hole in the sleeve of Fred's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in the picture as well. Yep. Mr. Calmer, you tend to hide the valuable piece of evidence? You'll most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do the major damage to the argument. Don't stop right yet. Like to bring down the mood, don't you? Look at Miss Von Karma's face. She's got that condescending grin that applies all over her face again. Tis jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I'd like to stand and apologize on behalf of those incompetent fools. Oh, damn incompetent fools. The fools down the precinct hadn't missed the ball hole. I've gotten a report about it. And I didn't. I could not have known this picture was any value to this case. I see. Lying through her teeth, I know it. I knew about everything, the ball hole, the picture, everything. You can't prove it. You're gonna find Carmen's idea is the perfect create. It's fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, personally make sure that your detective gets what's coming. She'll be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Cub Show. Okay, so this is a very big problem. If I'm mistaken in the custody, your costume had a bullet hole in it, in the sleeve. There's photos that would appear that after the shooting that was done. Judge is confused by the strange twist of fence. Chance Phoenix, load all you've got into this one shot, right? Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there's only one logical explanation for this contradiction. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. Or if this person clearly does not. There could be only one explanation. The person who shot that grave was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order. Before his honor sworn I will suspend this trial. Ow, why me? The defense argument is a completely mess. A complete mess. I fail to see how it pleases enlighten us. A witness? What the heck? If a gal they answer gal favor, be quiet, you. No one said there was only two of them enter the room. Yeah, you know, if you're lying, I swear this will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scared. Why don't you say? I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. Wasn't anyone else in there, honest. See me now. Riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix. Where did the defendant vanish to? Where did this other one appear from? I said lately all I want to do is cry. If the person the defendant is not the picture's not the defendant, this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where does this person come from? That's right. Hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix. Right. Come on, Phoenix. You can't fall apart here. Can't believe that even Maya's calling me by my first name. Well, I mean, how am I supposed to prove anything? Something like this. Had enough, Mr. Phoenix, right? Or do you think you had enough? You need to turn things around even now. Turn things around. That's right, Maya would always turn things around, change the perspective. Phoenix. Where does True disappear from, and where did Maya disappear to? Look at this from a situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if the person what if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? Maya had left the room somehow. That either one of these contracts are true. Right, let's hear you what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced away the talent either. Maya left the challenge team at some point. The fence can prove this. Oh, how foolish make a foolish face while dreaming of foolish dreams. Maya was locked away, was locked after by Morgan Fay. They were leaving the crime scenes lower than the detective's salary. This piece of evidence proves it. Proved that we were until as the defendant left the room. Sorry, do you remember this key? Oh, well, I've seen it. Yeah, that's the one, the challenge chamber key, right? When the challenge started, Maya locked the door from the inside with the defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. So, the only key one of a kind, is that all? One of a kind, you'd say. Wait, is the thing's right? Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is the key currently in your possession? What do you mean? My Faye locked herself in that room. The key should have been with her. As agreed. If she not have the key at the time of arrest. You ain't that a kick. I come hold on. Hold on. It's a present from certain little girl. Little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous! This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If not, then I would not be holding on to the key, you see, before you. No! Seems we've come to an impasse. The picture has clearly captured the face of a murderer. Was this person the defendant or not? French is arguing that the person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as a proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Von Comra? How can this be? Point in time referring to the defendant's guilt is not possible. But for case. There's a flaw in my perfect case! Do you think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? But I never lost the case. Then to lose here in court to a push like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. Now if you would like to continue to do so in the lobby. Convene tomorrow at 10 a.m. So that is all. Court adjourned. June 21st, 20:30, 2 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Whoa! That was you, Pearly. You summoned my sis? I felt like I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember you leaving that room. I don't think that person could have gotten into that room. Yeah. At least we have until tomorrow to figure things out, like what happened in the Robertson's. I'm counting on you. Oh, happy to tell you. Oh, by the way, Nick, you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? A ticket? Poor thing, she's so sheltered. To be continued. That is where we're gonna leave it for Thursday night. This felt bad it is on that. I don't feel for the investigation. I think it looks to be a little bit long. That'll probably be two. So probably it would take an hour. It took an hour maybe to do it, but it felt like a little bit longer. But uh, but we'll definitely try to finish this case on dude and the trial on trial part on Thursday night. But like I said, that's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow we're gonna be back with only Wednesday's always show on Thursday. More Gate Deluxe racing the Great TQ in the morning, and then Thursday night said day 4 of Phoenix Wright. That's for all. You finish this case, we'll start the next case on Friday, continue on Saturday. Sunday, Market Deluxe racing with racing on that. And then on Monday and Tuesday, continue on with Phoenix Wright. This is for all. That's the upcoming schedule on the channel. Let's see if all button. We got lots of games coming up. Let's see if we can tell. Phoenix Wright, that's it for all. Then we got coming up Yakuza Kiwami. Yakuza Kiwami 2. And then next month, October 1st, we are kicking off the Halloween-a-thon with a return to Luigi's Mansion 3 from last year's Halloween-a-thon, because Nintendo released it on Halloween. Last year, so we didn't get to play much of it. We got to play a little bit last year, so we're finally getting to go back to it this year. So yeah, that's the upcoming schedule on the channel. Let's see if hit the follow button. We got lots of games coming up. Like I said, so much other good stuff playing too, including Doom Eternal, Resident Evil 2, during Halloween-a-thon, plus so much other good stuff playing the rest of the year, next year. So follow me on social media, see when I go live, put your machine, share all good engagement from Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Big YouTube's got these page for all the playthroughs, past, present, and future, including our playthroughs of the Phoenix Wright series, the Yakuza series, previous Halloween-a-thons, and lots more. Good box videos, race videos, convention videos, all kinds of good stuff. Let's got Discord to do more stuff on. And I want to cast out as the way it's on the front. Save your money you watch on the front on YouTube. All those links can be found in the info section down below. Where do we want the host? What's up? Don't think Mystic's on already. It's Charlo 4. Oops. wrong thing. Well, I want on the fire control. Oh, let's see if they went on. Did this. Oh! Oh, for Tom. Oh, for Tom. Oh, she's out of hospital. No bear. She's broadcasting. Oh, I'm glad. I know she actually was in the hospital last week. So, I'll host her up. She's, it's always sucks. And I said, hopefully she's mentioned it before. I don't pry into their privacy, so, but, you know, I'm glad she's doing better, hopefully. So, till next time, good one, everyone. Peace!